but y'all know where you about to get hit everywhere but under your feet with this one. It's your boy Easy, baby. Easy Work Boxing. You know what I'm saying? We got to talk about Teofimo Lopez, Shakur Stevenson going at it on Twitter. You need to G-check him. G-check him. You know, Teofimo Lopez is doing a lot of disrespectful stuff, man. You're doing a lot of disrespectful talks, especially towards black people, you know, talking about bananas and watermelons and monkeys and all this and that. You know, like I always say, I like Teofimo Lopez, you know, but he's coming off very disrespectful today. You know, I don't know what's wrong with him. I look at it like it's a form of jealousy. You know, I think that he's very jealous as he's seeing, you know, the black fighters, you know, rise in the sport of boxing, and he feel like he being left behind. And you know, that kind of shows his true colors of himself, because you just don't become racist overnight. You know, you just don't think like that overnight. So, you know, I think he's just showing his true colors, actually, which is stupid of him to do that, because it mess up his fan base. You know, you out here calling, you know, people monkeys, this, that, and the other. But of course, you know, they say that the black dollar doesn't matter in boxing because, you know, black people don't spend money on boxing. That's what they say, you know, even though that's a negative stereotype, which is kind of true in a way, because a lot of people ain't finna spend no money like that. You know, it's especially black people, because a lot of black people really don't watch boxing. You know, it's rare. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of black people that really don't care nothing about boxing. They love the NBA. They love the NFL. But let's talk about the situation that went on. You know, Shakur Stevenson gets on Twitter, tell him, you know, you saw your father get knocked out and you didn't do nothing about it. You know, in which I heard that before, that Teofimo Lopez's father got jumped. Richardson Hitchens brought up a situation where Teofimo dad got jumped in a gym by, like, he say about 9 other boxers jumped his dad and said Teofimo didn't help. Then Shakur Stevenson come back and say that his dad got knocked out by Keyshawn Davis in the gym, which I've heard this like some months ago. I never knew this happened, but I heard this before, that Keyshawn Davis knocked his father out. And I can see why, you know what I'm saying, he has his, you know what I'm saying, bad words towards Keyshawn Davis, because I saw them sparring. And in that sparring match, I saw Keyshawn Davis actually getting the best of Teofimo Lopez. And I think that was, somebody posted at the bottom of the video, this was the day that Teofimo Lopez Sr. got knocked out by Keyshawn. But, you know, they go back and forth. And one thing we learned out through this situation is that Teofimo Lopez is going to the fight, and he's supposed to be signing, I guess, the 3-fight deal that he was supposed to be getting with Matchroom or DAZN. He going over there to finalize that deal. But I'm wondering, how is it, is he done with Top Rank? Is his contract up with Top Rank in order for him to go over to Matchroom and sign a deal with Ed Hearn? You know, I don't know, but, you know, at the end of the day, you know, we shall see what's going to go on. You know, but Shakur Stevenson basically telling him, he like, Teofimo to my, I'll see you at the fight this weekend. And Shakur Stevenson like, yo, see me at the fight, you ain't going to do nothing. He was like, nah, he said, I ain't coming to do nothing. You right. He said, I'm coming to finalize my deal. See, Teo be doing all that talking about folks, and then he be thinking it's a game. Now, when somebody catch him in person and do something to him, see, he gonna think somebody wrong, especially somebody black. He keep people out here playing and saying all that disrespectful stuff. Like Ryan Garcia. The reason he left Derrick James, because he don't want to train in Houston to be in a gym with no black fighters, especially after he was saying the N-word. That's basically what he was saying. His dad, with his dad, it was talking about on why they training over there with Reynoso now, because he know he don't want to get caught lacking around in no gym with no black dudes after everything he doing. Y'all please hit the like button. If you're watching, please hit the like button. Thank Bills Boot Camp. What's up? Brooklyn, Zach, IDK, what's up? Julie Wetterson. Hi, how you doing? How y'all doing? Thank y'all for tuning in. But Shakur Stevens has offers to fight, you know, Teofimo Lopez at 140. You know, that's a fight I'd love to see. But Teofimo Lopez is known for backing out of fights. But one thing about it, if he go sign this 3-fight deal with DAZN gonna make him get in the ring. You know, I don't know who he ain't gonna be no ducking. Eddie Hearn not finna play. But then, you know, Eddie Hearn, you know, he try to save his title holders, you know. He's give them some fights, you know what I'm saying, set it up, which will be good, because since Teofimo Lopez is going over there to Eddie Hearn, it could be a potential Shakur Stevenson versus Teofimo fight, since they both will be up under the same umbrella, which I would love to see. You know, I just don't understand why Teofimo is doing all this negative stuff and saying this disrespectful stuff, because I was actually a fan of the dude before he started doing this. But, you know, now I'm hoping that somebody see him somewhere and bust his head wide open. You know, that's what I'm hoping will happen. You know, his next fight, I hope is a black fighter and they just beat the hell out of him. Not kill him or nothing. I don't want to see the man. I don't wish that on no man, but I just wish somebody just whoop him real good, you know, and make him understand, you know what I'm saying? But they're going back and forth. Now, this is what I didn't like when he posted a pic at the end talking about some, make sure you get your daughter a good Valentine's Day gift. Now, Teofimo Lopez, see, these boxers doing too much. They talking about wives and children. Now, I wouldn't play. I would catch a fighter at a conference or something and throw a whole chair in their mouth, talking about my family, talking about my kids. But that's off grounds. You ain't got no business talking about bringing up nobody's kids. He ain't mentioned nothing about your little boy. Ain't nobody said nothing about your little boy to y'all. But you out here mentioning folks' son and stuff. Now, he taking it too far. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he jealous. I don't know if he angry. Or it's Teofimo Lopez. It's not those fighters' fault that you are out here ducking fights and you haven't made it to the spotlight that you feel you should be at. You're most definitely not going to make it going out here and talking about fans, black fans and stuff like that. You're going to lose some people out your fan base. You done lost me as a fan. I was a fan of yours till I started hearing you saying all this stupid stuff coming out your mouth, bro. You know, it's not their fault. It's known fact that you have been turning down fights because you didn't want to fight on a Sunday, because you didn't want you were offered the Matias fight where you were gonna get paid $2.6 million and you was gonna get that pay-per-view money, that pay-per-view chicken. You was gonna get that pay-per-view chicken. You turned that down. And you some people mad at the world because you don't want to go out here and take another loss. You afraid to take you done took losses. They just ain't count them. You lost to Sandor Martin. They say you lost to Jermaine Ortiz. I ain't really see that you lost to Jermaine Ortiz. I really feel that Jermaine Ortiz it could have been a draw, but he just didn't do enough to me to beat you like that. But I believe Sandor Martin beat you. You know, I believe he outboxed you. You know, we know what Kambosos did to you. You know what I'm saying? But he just doing too much, and I hope to see him fight a black fighter real soon, not to see him get hurt, but just to see him get beat up on real well. You know what I'm saying? To teach him a lesson, stop running his mouth. You know what I'm saying? Because it's getting out of hand with what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? Because he don't understand when you saying that, even though you saying it towards two fighters, is black people watching and looking at boxing and hearing what you saying, bro. And you might get caught on the wrong side of the town. You might get caught out of bounds somewhere. And somebody who a fan of boxing will see you somewhere, and you know you might get dealt with, bro. You know what I'm saying? I know you're a fighter, but just like what's his name? It's a fighter named Jermaine Taylor. You know, he got caught lacking at a situation. Somebody ended up killing him with a gun. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, all that talking and doing all that what you saying, you know what I'm saying, bro, you need to chill out with that. Because it could turn into a bad situation for you. You know what I'm saying? And stooping to that level don't make no sense. You know, I tell y'all all the time, nobody's talking no racism on my channel. I'm from Alabama. If anybody should be racist, it's me. I'm from Alabama. But one thing about my mother, I grew up, I met one of the most best white women I ever met in my life, named Laura, rest her soul, treated me and my sister like we were her children. So I didn't grow up really knowing too much about racism besides what I saw on TV or read. You know what I'm saying? It's really low vibrational, you know what I'm saying? No education, you know what I'm saying? It's really for slow people to be to be racial, to be racist. You know, for one, you know, with black people, we can't be racist no way because we can't put nobody through, you know, poverty or make them go to bad schools or starve nobody. So black people can never be racist. But it's a shame that he going out his way to disrespect these fighters like this. You know, and the best thing about this is they're not low enough to stoop to bash his nationality or the people of where he come from, Mexico or Latinos. So you got to, nobody said this, but you got to give a big shout out to the people that he has disrespected: Terrence Crawford, Tank Davis, Keyshawn Davis, calling them monkeys and things like that. Because if they were to come out and say, hey, say something towards Spanish people, we will never stop hearing about it. You know what I'm saying? But in today's time and in boxing, people could get away with saying anything about somebody black. But it's about time we found who has no stripe and stamps. About time we found it. Who has no stripe and stamps. Suckerism at an all-time high. Yes, sir, it is. Teo fought better names than Shakur and Tank. Comey, Lomachenko, Josh Taylor. Yeah, I say Teofimo does have a better resume than those two right now. I'll give you that. Yeah, I'll say that. He got a better resume than those two right now. Teofimo Lopez, as a fighter, I like him. But as a man, I don't. You know what I'm saying? I've always rooted for Teofimo Lopez. I always thought he was a special fighter. I tell y'all all the time when I saw him fight, Josh Taylor, I became a major, even more of a fan that night. But he done lost me as a fan today, so. It comes from somewhere. He had to get this type of mindset from his father to be racist like that. So, it just carried on to the son. And I guess that's why his father keep getting tagged like that, or folks keep beating him up because he's saying disrespectful stuff. One thing about it, money don't make you bulletproof. Anybody can be touched. And that's the situation that Teofimo is going to have to worry about in the future. Because you never know. See, this stuff that go on for years. It could be 20 years from now, somebody remember, hey, your dad was calling black people monkeys. Then your son got problems. You know what I'm saying? Everything leads to a bad situation. You know what I'm saying? Especially if it's negativity. But I hope to see him and Shakur, get in the ring. That would be of course, I'm going for Shakur Stevenson. I'm hoping that Shakur, beat the hell out of him real bad. You know what I'm saying? Do major work to him. But I guess they ain't learned yet, since Crawford caught him and went to tapping on his head. You know what I'm saying? And, with a tapping on him in his forehead, and he still ain't learned yet. He talking about Terrence was like, he want to take it outside. No, I'm going to fight you outside the ring. He talking about, no, I handle my business. You can't decide where you handling business at when you disrespecting people like that. Because if somebody catch you in the street, you a boxer. Ain't nobody finna run up on you, Teofimo Lopez, and talking about throwing no hands with you. You need to know that while you out here being disrespectful like that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody think it's cool to use that N-word. For some reason, it ain't cool. Somebody gonna step on you, I'm telling you. Especially, it's probably gonna be one of these little young dudes. They lucky that these little young dudes don't watch boxing like that. You know what I'm saying? The ones that's out here murdering and slaughtering, even their own people like that. If they lucky, they ain't watching them. I keep telling y'all, black people don't really watch boxing. It's rare when you see two black people sitting up talking about boxing in a black community. A lot of black people don't like it. They pay no attention to it until it's a fighter that they think a rapper, or they see a fight around a rapper, then they'll know their name and then they'll mention their name. But don't too many black people know nothing about boxing. Zach, he only talks when there's a camera, securities, and social media. He did nothing when they violated his pops. Yeah, that's what I keep hearing. Like when everybody going around taking turns stepping on his dad, he ain't doing nothing though. You know what I'm saying? But you out here doing all this talking and capping and, you know what I'm saying? We're talking about who monkeys and eat bananas. I hope somebody beat the peel off your ass and make you. First thing I'm gonna do is tell you, you need to eat you some bananas. You need to get you some calcium. But he is going to get that fight deal though over there with Eddie Hearn. So they're gonna have some fights set up for him that he gonna have to get in the ring and actually fight somebody. 3-fight deal. They gonna get their money worth. You know what I'm saying? Especially out Teofimo Lopez. But I hope it's a good deal for him. I ain't the type of person that, because somebody do something negative. I want to see people downfall and nothing like that. I hope they give him some money out, but I hope the money is a way for him to get in the ring and give us good fights. Not none of that. He don't want to fight nobody, and he out here keep calling out names, and then when it's time to get in the ring, he don't want to do nothing. But I do want to see him fight Shakur Stevenson or somebody, or Tank or somebody like that. But I think Teofimo don't want to fight the guys that he grew up in boxing with. Not out of love. I'm not saying, he love him so much he don't want to give him. He's saying that he don't want to get nobody their first loss. Teofimo know he can't beat them. All of them been hanging around each other since they was younger. And Teofimo know he can't give half of them dudes he talk about no problems. You know what I'm saying? I used to think that he could actually beat Devin Haney, but then as I started thinking about it and seeing, Teofimo doesn't like pure boxers. He don't like pure boxers. He don't like dudes that can box. Teofimo is built off athleticism. He doesn't really have the IQ of a Tank or a Shakur or a Devin, due to the fact that he's only been trained by his father. His father was never a fighter. Teofimo is built off athleticism only. Not saying he can't box, because that'll be stupid for me to say that, and this man is a champion before, and he holds a belt right now. I'm not saying he can't box. What I'm saying is he's not a pure boxer. He doesn't have the skill set of a Tank or Floyd Mayweather. He doesn't fight like that. He fights in spurts. Teofimo jumps in and out on his opponents. You know what I'm saying? That's what Teofimo does. He's not a purist boxer, and he hates fighting purist boxers because he has the most difficult time ever fighting them guys. So that's why you don't see him want run up on Tank. That's why you don't see him run up on Shakur or Devin, people of that nature. But he'll fight somebody who he see, got a little glitch in their armor. But if you can pure box, Teo ain't finna fight you. He don't really want you, and he don't really want you. He want them dudes like Lomachenko and stuff like that. See, like, people don't look at Lomachenko as a pure boxer, even though he got skill set out of this world. You know what I'm saying? But nobody really looks at Lomachenko as a purist. You know what I'm saying? They just see him as an excellent fighter of strategy who's able to do things to make an opponent quit or beat an opponent. But nobody really sees him like that. That's why he was so willing to fight Lomachenko, and the fact that Lomachenko was smaller. So, that's why he jumped, even though he was almost finna get beat later on in that fight. We got a hell of a fight card on Sunday. Yes, sir, that's going to be a beautiful fight card. It's going better than anything the PBC done put out. A Tank fight card ain't going to look like that. I told y'all in the last video. Tank fight card ain't going to look nothing like that. Matter of fact, do y'all know anybody who even fighting on Tank on the card? Yeah. They ain't giving y'all nothing. I hope y'all don't go pay them $100, $120 to watch the Tank beat up on a 130-pounder that y'all know gonna lose. Also, what is your opinion on Oscar De La Hoya saying he would have, destroyed Canelo in his prime? Oscar would have beat Canelo Alvarez in his prime, in my opinion. Oscar would have beat Canelo in his prime. In his prime, Oscar De La Hoya, yeah, he would have beat Canelo Alvarez. Oscar wasn't no joke. I don't know why people be trying to act like Oscar was something to play with back in the day now. Oscar, one of the fighters, ain't never ducked nobody. Is anybody, y'all remember that? Oscar De La Hoya didn't duck nobody. Canelo ain't as good as y'all think he is. Canelo a good fighter, don't get me wrong now. I love how Canelo, one thing I love about Canelo, I don't know if anybody else see this. Do y'all see how Canelo make it appear like he finna throw body? He can make it appear like he throwing punches at a certain body part and go somewhere else. I love to see Canelo Alvarez do that. Now, I ain't gonna say Canelo Alvarez is a top-notch fighter, but his specialty, I love to see him do this. he can make it you think he can make you think he's going towards your body the way he angles his arms, and he'll go for your head. He'll make you think that he's going for your head and go for your body the way he I love to see him do that. I ain't never seen a fighter do that. I love how he do that because it's deceptive, and you'll drop your hand or something and he'll catch you. And I like how he does that. Let me see. Oscar would not beat Canelo. Oscar best was at 140, 147, 154, and 160. Canelo would beat Oscar. Canelo, for me, has passed Chavez as the greatest. Oh, hell no. Low nose boxer, hell no. Canelo, hell. Canelo got to fight Benavidez, bro. If he don't fight Dave Benavidez, no. Hell no. No. I say Canelo is a great Mexican boxer, but to pass Chavez, no, man. You ain't heard about Chavez ducking nobody like this. You can't be no all-time great out here ducking nobody. You know what I'm saying? No, they don't know. Hell no. Delegate Florida run for his money. Zach, no, he couldn't KO Clagett. You saw Teo face after that fight. Ryan has way more power than Teo. I bet Haney outboxes him. My brother, send the link and I'll break it down to you. I can't send the link. I'm on my phone. I don't know how to do that, even though, they done upgraded, you know what I'm saying, YouTube a little bit. I don't know how to do that. Salute, Blunt Sports. What's up with you? But, nah, I don't think he could beat him. Nah. Oscar put that jab. Oscar put that jab on Canelo. Oscar put that jab on Canelo, bro. Oscar with that left hook, which Oscar is a right. A lot of people don't know Oscar is a right-hander. You know what I'm saying? I think Oscar is right-handed. Man, Oscar whoop Canelo, bro. Canelo ain't all that like, I'm telling y'all, Canelo ain't all that like y'all think. He flat-footed. All you got to do is box Canelo off angles. And don't run from him. He love when you run from him. Canelo love when you run from him. You stand in front of Canelo and fight him. Look, every time somebody stand in front of him and fight him, they beat him. Triple G really beat him. Bivol beat him, standing in front of him. Floyd beat him, standing in front of him. Don't back up on Canelo. Don't make it appear. See, a good counterpuncher and a jabber can beat Canelo Alvarez. And Oscar had all that. Let me take the roll ball. A good counterpuncher and a jabber can beat Canelo Alvarez. If you can counterpunch and don't back up off Canelo, don't be doing all that moving and running where he can win points by having you going backwards and punching on your arms and stand in front of Canelo. You know how they used to make fighters stand and put their foot in a tire, put one foot in a tire and sit there and box. If somebody could do that right there with Canelo and put that jab in his face and counter Canelo, it's OV. It's over. Canelo versus Felix Trinidad. Man, Felix Trinidad will knock Canelo out, bro. Felix Trinidad will knock Canelo out. I low-key think Pacquiao in his prime would have beat Canelo. I don't know. I can't say all that now. I can't say all that. He was fast as hell now. Canelo, Pac-Man was fast as hell, feet fast, punches thrown fast. I don't know. I can't say about that. Oh, I got 5%. I'm slacking. I'm on 5%. Y'all, my bad. I had to put my phone on charge. Felix at 154 may win, but Canelo beats Tito at 160. I mean, Canelo really ain't beat nobody at 160 for real, but
going out of business, Miguel Cotto. Miguel Cotto. But this is the question right here we need to talk about, because we talking about Shakur and Teofimo Lopez. Now, who y'all think gonna win that fight if they were to fight? Teofimo, in my opinion, will get outboxed like hell by Shakur Stevenson. I'm talking about slaughterhouse box. I'm talking about white glove box. Shakur will whoop Teofimo Lopez. That's what I want to see. I want to see Teofimo Lopez step up into the plate and fight him. Shakur gonna beat that head in. I'm telling y'all. Y'all keep thinking Shakur something to play with, because they talking about boring Stevenson and all this and that. Shakur ain't nothing to play with. I'm telling you. Y'all talk about who really be getting ducked. Shakur really be getting ducked. Shakur got a dude talking about something. He just got poison so he could run from a fight. You heard me? Shakur got people talking about some they poison everything, don't want to fight him. He done went to Loma. He done went to all the top-notch fighters trying to fight him. Devin Haney ran to 140, ducking from Shakur Stevenson. Don't nobody. That's the boogeyman. That's the new boogeyman out here now. It's Shakur Stevenson. Shakur will outpunch the hell out of T.O., man. Beat the hell out of T.O. Have him out there looking like a human pinata. He'll beat the candy out of Teofimo. He'll beat Hershey bars and bubblegum out of Teofimo ass. I'm telling you. Shakur and Tion can bring a boring fight as Shakur feels Teofimo's speed, power. Shakur will run for his life when T.O. is against top-level guys. He shows out like the legend Sugar Ray Robinson. That's depending on what Teofimo Lopez come to the fight, which you can't trust. See, Teofimo Lopez ain't a fighter that you could bet money on, because you don't know which fighter. He inconsistent as coming out as a good fighter. You don't know. You can't bet no money on Teofimo Lopez like that. Now, I agree with you. He's a bad boy, but, he don't come out. You can't bet no money on Teofimo Lopez. You don't know if you're going to win or lose your money. It depends on if he focused or not. When I spar at the gym, I never fight dudes that fight like Floyd Mayweather and Shakur. Hell no. Hell no. I mean, if you do fight them or you do spar them, you going to fight them. You don't go out there and fight no pure boxer. You know what I'm saying? That's just retarded. If you know you going against an elite boxer, why would you go out there and try to outbox him when you looking at his skill like this dude could box? And you gonna go out there and try to show him, I'm gonna show him I can outbox. And you ain't got no business out there trying to outbox this man. You got to find a strategy. You got to find a weakness somewhere, a chink in his armor. You know what I'm saying? Something he don't do good. Especially he throwing them hands good. I don't think it'll be easy for Shakur. De Los Santos gave Shakur a hard fight. Teofimo got razor reflexes and is awkward and explosive. Yeah, he's awkward and explosive. He's unorthodox. His style is unorthodox. And like I said, he is explosive, but Teofimo relies on reflexes. Let me put it to you like this. Once Teofimo Lopez get tired, he done. Once the reflexes slow down with T.O., it's OV. Just go back and look at Teofimo versus Lomachenko. And look how strong and fast Teofimo was until he got tired. When them reflexes slow down with when Teofimo get fatigued, he dead. He a dead man walking. Because he don't got the boxing IQ like that to survive after that. Once he get fatigued, it's like kryptonite hit his body. He ain't going to be able to do nothing with you because he relies on his athleticism. Not saying listen what I'm saying about this. I'm not saying T.O. can't box. I'm saying he's not a superb boxer enough to where if he gets fatigued, he can maintain winning a fight. If T.O. get tired and he going against somebody who can box, he going to get whooped. He going to get whooped. A Teofimo fighting a tank,
a Devin, or Shakur Stevenson, and it's the 7th, 8th round, and he get tired, he finna get beat up. Lomachenko did it to him. Loma did it to him. So that's why I'm saying if he fight Shakur Stevenson, it's OV. It's OV. Shakur ain't gonna even let him get close to him like that. That's one thing about Shakur Stevenson that he uses is that he measures distance very well, Shakur. He measures distance very well. He don't have to sit out there and just, you know what I'm saying? Shakur, he a bad boy, man. He bad. I know a lot of people don't like him, you know what I'm saying? They don't deal with him like that. Y'all give me 1 second. Yeah, I'm back, y'all. I apologize about that. I'm back. T.O. isn't flat-footed Mexican-style fighter. He fights like a black, slick fighter. If T.O. learns how to cut off the ring from Canelo, nobody can, man, no. I'm telling you. Y'all, you looking at Teofimo Lopez, how he, no. And somebody gonna beat Teofimo Lopez. I'm telling you. If he get fatigued, is OV. Is OV for him. I don't think it'll be easy to fight Shakur though, awkward and exposed. So yeah, we already said that, but we gonna see what's going on with Teofimo Lopez. He got a 3-fight deal coming up with Matchroom, and we'll get the possibility of hopefully seeing what he can do out there in the ring against top caliber competition. That's if he decides to take the fight, because he feel he shouldn't have to do a lot of stuff, which is crazy to me, because he ain't did a lot no more than nobody else. But he feel like he should be at the top echelon of the boxing, and then still claiming you was undisputed before. Like, do y'all remember when Teofimo Lopez went out there with them belts, when Canelo was standing out there with all his belts, and Teofimo Lopez gonna come out there like he was really undisputed? I said, this dude is a Teofimo Lopez. And then they tried to say they was 2-time undisputed because they beat Josh Taylor. Josh Taylor wasn't the man. Josh Taylor had 1 belt. You know who the man is of 140 pounds? And he ain't even got a title. The dude what's the dude name? He just beat my boy, Richard Regis Pogres. What's his name? The dude from the UK at 140. Y'all come on, help me with his name. Is it Jack Catterall? Jack Catterall is the man of 140. Jack Catterall is really the undisputed champion of 140. They just robbed him against which he beat Josh Taylor up twice. Jack Catterall is the man of 140. That's the man. If y'all really want to know who the man is at 140, it's Jack, baby. Regis is trash. He needs a new team. Regis do need a new team, but you got to understand something. Regis Pogres started late, man. Regis a hell of a fighter. He just started late, and he needs a new team to teach him the fundamentals. He been getting by with his athleticism too. Regis, as a southpaw, he don't throw no right hooks for real. He don't really use the jab as much. Regis got a lot to work on. You know what I'm saying? Especially fighting off angles and stuff like that. His feet slow. Regis really need to switch change. But it'd be hard to separate from teams. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't be hard for me, because you would just have to understand, hey, I'm trying to go and learn more. I'm trying to be a more complete fighter. I feel like I need to go this way. It wouldn't bother me to let my team go. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like y'all ain't teaching me nothing over there. But I'd like to see Regis Pogres go over there with Bomac now. I'd like to see Regis Pogres go over with Bomac. Bomac then will show him how to use all around skills. You know what I'm saying? Regis will not throw a right hook to save his life. I don't know why, but he will not do it. But I'm a fan of Regis Pogres as well. I'd like to see Regis Pogres versus T.O. You know what I'm saying? But Regis do need a new team. If Regis is willing to pay 3 trainers, hey, if that's what you need, like I always say, like Brandon, y'all always be coming at me like when I chose Steve Nelson for that matchup. Y'all be thinking I'm choosing just because Bomac is Crawford trainer. No, I go with them because how can you not pick a guy to win when he got 3 trainers? 3. That's 3 different minds, 3 different point of views, 3 different looks, breaking down how to beat an opponent. That's why I went for Steve Nelson. And he would have got it if he would have been listening to what Terrence Crawford and his team was saying. But he say due to the cut that he had, he didn't go out there and perform like he was supposed to, which he was doing good in the early rounds. You know what I'm saying? And which he also, even though Steve Nelson lost, he showed chinks in the armor of Pachinko. Because he went 12 rounds with a guy that's basically over the hill when you want to say in boxing. You know, this guy was 36 years old. He went 12 rounds with him. But that's why if I see Terrence go against somebody or Keyshawn or anybody on Bo Magnum team, you know what I'm saying? Because they got 3 trainers looking at how to beat one fighter. So that's why I went for Steve Nelson. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I want to see Teofimo get his head cracked on. I really do now. I want to see somebody, I'm talking about, just beat him up all the way around the ring. You know what I'm saying? He hurt him in a 12 round with a hook too. Yeah, with that hook, yeah, he hurt him. If he'd have been doing that majority of the fight, though, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, he was complaining that his eye was messed up. Why don't anyone give Tevin Farmer a chance? Is he not marketable? Tevin Farmer just coming off 2 losses. I think Tevin Farmer don't love the sport of boxing no more. See, Tevin Farmer that made money when he was with the Zone before he left. Tevin Farmer got trucking companies and everything now. Tevin Farmer, I think, is boxing like Danny Garcia, just to keep the money flowing in the bank, which I ain't saying he needed because I just told you he got businesses now. But I think they just box to make sure they never fall. You know, because a business deal could go bad. And, you know, don't nobody want to be that boxer that's like most boxers are today, 50 years old, 60 years old, and then you up there saying you ain't got no money. So I think him and Danny Garcia just fight to keep their bank accounts full. You know what I'm saying? That's why I think they fight. I don't think Tevin really, he accomplished his goal. He became a champion. You know, when people said he wouldn't become a champion after all the losses he started with. So I think he just filling up his bank account. Because Tevin Farmer wouldn't be taking the fights that he's taking back to back like this if he was trying to keep his career afloat. He going in there fighting headliners. You know what I'm saying? Killers. I think who he just fought, then he just fight Matala, and then he go and fight Williams Zepeda right behind it. Them bread fights, them money fights. You know what I'm saying? I think he in there for the bread. Not saying he need it, but he wouldn't be sending himself up and behind fighting them dudes. Them 2 dudes was killers. You know what I'm saying? And he coming from a long layoff. You say he fighting on weird networks and the flyers be posted in the barbershop. Brandon, you wrong for that, brother. Don't do my boy like that, Brandon. Don't do him like that, man. Don't do him like that, man. He say, Teofimo fight posted. Tevin Farmer fights posted up in barbershops. Hold on, this is my baby right here. You finna go home?
Yeah. Aren't you on live?
Get in here.
Who can go?
Hey, y'all, I'm gonna hit y'all back. I'm gonna be back on tomorrow, y'all. I gotta handle this business. You understand me?
Stop fucking trying.
Shut up. I'll see y'all later, y'all. Y'all enjoy y'all night. Thank y'all. Share the video. Stay tuned to the channel.
Talk to them.
I'm up out of here. Hey, what I told you.